Hello and welcome. So, as I continue to prepare you for the spring season, today I have a very special video for you because we are going to be talking about musk-centric fragrances. These are definitely musk fragrances all the way. Yes, you do have to enjoy a musk scent in order to really appreciate any of these incredible fragrances that I'm going to be sharing with you because I went through my entire collection and I started to pick certain fragrances for spring. And as I went along, I started to pull musk-centric scents, and I figured that these would be perfect to have a video of their own. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 11 that I am telling you, if you are into musk fragrances, you will not go wrong with any of these because they are truly incredible. A couple of them I definitely consider masterpieces. A couple of them are part of my life collection. So, and I am sure that you will be familiar at least with, I would say at least 6 of the 11 that I'm going to be sharing with you today. So as we go along, I'm not going to be ranking them because there is no way that I could say that I prefer one over the other because I really do deeply love all of them, but I will be giving you a detailed review. So let's go ahead and jump right in. But before we do so, if this is your first time here, I'm Arahi and I'm your fragrance concierge because I'm totally committed to creating the best fragrance experience for you. I upload videos multiple times a week, and on this channel, we just love to talk about fragrances. So if that sounds like the type of content that you're interested in and like a good plan, then please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, leave a comment. Let's go, fam. All right, so before we get started, let me go ahead and share with you my makeup of the day. As always, I will leave a link to all of the products that I'm wearing on my face, as well as all of the fragrances that I'm going to be sharing with you. I will leave a link and a discount code in the description box of this video. So today I did pull another Dior Quint because I absolutely love this one. And this one is in 429 Toile de Joie. And as you can see, it is just a beautiful, beautiful quint that will bring you into the spring season. And although it has like those coral touches, there is something about it that when you apply it, as you can see, it will give you a very neutral look that goes with just about everything. And then today I also pulled for a blush, a Dior blush, and this one is in 219 Rose Montaigne. Now, Rose Montaigne is part of their permanent collection. I hope that the camera is capturing it there. But anyway, so Rose Montaigne is part of their permanent collection, that color. But this one was a limited edition, which is why it has that finish with that like couture look. It was part of like a couture collection. But I will definitely leave a link to 219 Rose Montaigne because this is a color that is absolutely beautiful. Even though it gives you that, again, that like corally kind of look, I am telling you, it goes with just about everything. Today I did pull a Sisley lipstick, and this one is in 32 Orange Calvi. And let me go ahead and share with you the beautiful color. Look at that incredibly beautiful color. And again, it will pull you through the spring, the summer. Just actually, you can wear this one all year round. And what I love about Sisley lipsticks is that they are so nourishing. The color payoff, as you can see, is quite present. And this one, although it may look very much like a coral orangey kind of lipstick to you, there is something about it that it just goes with everything, because to top it all off, I did pull one of my Dior lip glow oils, and this one is in Jelly. And look, Jelly is completely pink, and I have been sharing these with you because I am like obsessed with these Dior lip glow oils. Absolutely love them. And then last but not least, the lip liner that I'm wearing today is from Pat McGrath, and this one is in Suburbia, and you can see the color there at the tip. Absolutely love her lip liner. So I will leave a link for all of these products in the description box of this video in case you're interested. All right, so before we jump into the fragrances, let's talk a little bit about a musky scent in case you're new to your fragrances journey, or in case you're just, wondering what is this really going to do for you. So a musky scent is one that will give you like a warm, cozy, intimate, like second skin, but sensual kind of feel. There is a comfort that comes with a well done musk-based fragrance for sure. And the beauty of a good musk-based fragrance is that when it is applied, when you spray it on your skin, it will either give you like a powdery finish or a powdery scent at the dry down, or it will be like creamy and warm. But at the end of the day, a good musk scent will give you that warm, cozy, sensual, your skin but better kind of feeling. And the fragrances that I have for you today excel at doing just that. But in addition to that, they smell, when I tell you, absolutely fabulous. I would say that 90% of the fragrances that I'm sharing with you today are also quite addictive. So let's go ahead and start with the first fragrance. All right, so the first fragrance that I have for you today is from an exquisitely beautiful French house. And this one is from Micallef, and this is Hypnotic Musk. And here is the gorgeous, gorgeous bottle. Now, Hypnotic Musk is a fragrance that was launched, if I recall correctly, just last year, but this one came out and we all went crazy, not just because of the bottle, but the scent is absolutely beautiful and definitely musky. This is a fragrance that has at the top raspberry, iris, and bergamot, at the heart lychee, violet, caramel, and ginger, and at the base musk, vanilla, sandalwood, and ambergris. So this fragrance, let me just start by saying, oh, this is so good. Guys, have you tried this fragrance? I know many of you have tried it or, picked up the bottle. Please let us know in the comment section what you think, because this is just... So what I love about this fragrance is that it is a scent that, while being musky, it doesn't necessarily focus on that musk because it has quite a bit going on. It has a good bit of vanilla, it has some fruitiness, and it definitely has a floral presence. The dry down is powdery, but not very powdery. It is a beautiful mix of those floral and fruity notes, very balanced at the dry down. Now, this fragrance is all about the purple florals, because here you're going to find some iris and violet, which of course are responsible for giving it that powdery dry down that is not super powdery, but it is definitely powdery. Now, in addition to that, there are gourmand touches here because you have vanilla and you have caramel, and it has been done exquisitely. And then in addition to that, you have lychee and you have raspberry, just perfection. This is also a fragrance that performs beautifully because it will give you a full day wear to the tune of 8 hours. It has a strong projection and a moderate sillage that will get you quite a number of compliments. This is the type of fragrance that whenever you wear it, you may not be chased down necessarily because the scent is rather smooth and beautiful and just perfect for spring. But it is the type of scent that has enough of a trail to pull people to ask you what you're wearing. And the scent is just so exquisitely beautiful. Again, floral and fruity with hints of that gourmand touch. Is this a scent that has a yummy factor to it? No, it doesn't smell yummy, at least not on my skin at the dry down, but you are going to pick up on that caramel in the journey. The fragrance does open very fruity, immediately with a floral presence. You will start to pick up more and more on the florals as you approach midway and as you approach the dry down of the scent itself. But those florals are definitely purple, and you are going to pick up midway in the olfactory journey on that ginger. The ginger infuses the scent with like a fresh, spicy accord that is absolutely beautiful, and the ginger will be present until the dry down. At the dry down, you are going to get that floral, fruity, beautiful scent that is musky to the tune of a level 3, but not animalic. It is also like a little bit like spicy because the ginger, while not being very, very present, it is faint in the backdrop, but you're still going to pick up a little bit on it. And you're going to have that vanilla that is going to infuse it with that beautiful, beautiful, sweet scent. An incredible fragrance that I can't recommend enough, and a musk that will allow you to use a musk scent that brings that warmth and sensuality, but it's not that kind of a fragrance where the musk is so overpowering that it just doesn't allow you to pick up on anything else. Let us know if you own or if you've tried Hypnotic Musk and what has your experience been. Next, I have for you one of the most affordable scents that I'm going to be sharing with you today. But do not get it twisted, because although this fragrance now, you know, it can be found at a good price point, it can compete with the very best of this list, because I have pulled the elite of my musk for spring scents for you today. And this one definitely belongs in this lineup. And this is from Montblanc, and this one is Signature. And here is the gorgeous bottle. Now this bottle speaks to the scent itself, because this is a scent that to me even gives me like a little bit of like clean laundry kind of vibes. It is definitely a very clean and musky scent. It has at the top clementine, at the heart magnolia, ylang ylang, and peony, and at the base vanilla and musk. The beauty of this fragrance, besides the fact that it is just so incredible. This one is so addictive, guys. This is your skin, but better for sure, with that touch of like a little bit of a laundry quality. But let me tell you, the beauty of this scent, besides the fact that the musk has been done exquisitely, and we'll talk more about the musk in a minute, is that it is a true combination of white and yellow florals. To my nose and on my skin, you're definitely going to pick up on the ylang ylang and the magnolia. Those are the two that are in the lead when it comes to the florals, but they share that center stage. It's not like the magnolia, you know, or the ylang ylang take over at any given moment. This scent is sweet. It is musky to the tune of like a level 4, with 1 being the least and 5 being the most. This is definitely a level 4, but not animalic in any kind of way. The scent is very, very clean. There is a bit of fruitiness in the opening. I don't necessarily pick up on the clementine. I know that it's the note that has been disclosed, but it just opens to me with that bit of airiness immediately, with that musk and with fruitiness, but not necessarily a specific fruit that I can, you know, like identify versus others. No. But that's the opening that you're going to get. As the journey continues, the florals make their presence almost immediately, pairing and playing very nicely with the musk. Again, I pick up first on the magnolia, and then I pick up on the ylang ylang. But towards the approaching the dry down phase of this journey, you're going to notice that the blend becomes quite seamless, and you will no longer be able to just distinguish one floral from the other. It's more like a floral bouquet, so like a floral presence. At the dry down, you are going to get a good bit of vanilla. The vanilla comes in like midway in the olfactory journey, but the vanilla is not the star here at all, because the star of this fragrance is that musk. But the musk is smooth and done beautifully. To me, this is a very flirty, without being playful, but sensual kind of scent. This is definitely one of those musk scents that in its smoothness just brings on an air of sensuality. It will definitely pull people to you, because this does perform very well. You are going to get a full day wear without a shadow of a doubt with this one. But the real beauty here is the number of compliments that you're going to get. And it's kind of like the thing where people will tell you like, you just smell so clean and so beautiful. And, you know, then you tell them that it is a real musk fragrance and what it is. But typically what people want to tell you is that you smell so clean and beautiful, because there is that clean accord to it. And then there's that floral presence. And then there's that vanilla. And all of those together at the dry down come to a very seamless scent. To me, this is a fragrance that is perfection for spring and summer, maybe the opening of the fall. But for me, this is not for the fall or the winter. This is definitely spring and summer. This is the type of fragrance that you can use for any occasion, day or night. You can bring it to the office. You can do just about anything with it, because it is a very versatile fragrance, non-offensive. It is just perfection. And needless to say, for me, this is good for absolutely any age. I can't tell you how much I love this fragrance, and it is such an easy pull. So let us know if you've tried or if you own Montblanc Signature, and what has your experience been. Next, I have for you a fragrance that is one of my favorites coming out of the house of Christian Provenzano, and this one is Crystal Musk. And here is the gorgeous bottle. Now, Crystal Musk is a fragrance that I absolutely love, because it is very interesting, right? It is It is not faint, it is not weak, but it is a very, very smooth scent. It's like one of those scents that's designed to flow behind you. Like it leaves a trail that will definitely get people to literally chase you, because the scent, while being smooth, has an air of sensuality to it that I really cannot explain. This is all about the musk, of course, but there's so much going on here. This is truly a delight to wear. This fragrance has at the top cardamom, cassis, grapefruit, bergamot, and sage. At the heart, neroli, rose, violet leaves, and osmanthus. And at the base, musk, sandalwood, amber, patchouli, and vetiver. This is a woody, aromatic, musky scent that I find to be quite addictive. This is one that once you start sniffing it, you're not going to be able to stop for sure. It does open fresh, spicy, with a bit of a citrusy quality to it, but not much. And immediately, it also has like a tad of greenness. That bit of a greenness will continue to intensify as you approach the dry down. But I have to tell you, the beauty of this fragrance is the combination of florals. There is a very present note of osmanthus. I get the osmanthus, I get the violet, and I definitely get the rose. But all of those florals, while you do pick them up, in the olfactory journey before the dry down, at the dry down, this becomes a very seamless scent that is smooth and is just beautiful and speaks loudly to the spring season. You can pull this off during the summer and the beginning of the fall, but I would not pull this on a very, very cold winter day. Although I can tell you that this is a fragrance that you can wear all throughout the year. You can make it your signature scent. You can take it to the office. You can take it to work out, just about anything, because this is just a universally beautiful scent. At that, it is to me very much unisex, but leaning a tad to the feminine side. The musk here is between a level 3 and a 4, but it's really not animalic in any kind of way. All in all, this is a scent and a fragrance that if you are looking for a musk-centric fragrance, this one is definitely one that you at least want to try, because I think you're going to be madly in love really, really fast. I mean, to me, this was love at first sniff, and I have not been able to let it go because, we hear a lot about Roca, for example, but I have to tell you that this one for me is even better than Roca, and Roca is an incredible fragrance, but this is the one that when I want to speak about a beautifully done, sensual, warm, cozy, alluring kind of musk scent, this is the one that I want to pull. Now this next fragrance, this one to me is like a classic for musk fragrances lovers, because when it comes to Narciso Rodriguez, it seems like he knows how to really do a musk-centric fragrance, having it give you that, like second skin or better than your skin kind of scent, while being warm and cozy and alluring and sensual and smooth and beautiful. And this one, so this is pure musk for her. And here is the gorgeous bottle. Now, pure musk for her, just as the bottle looks to me, is a scent that is clean and that may even give you like a little bit of like a clean laundry kind of scent, but in the best way possible. This is a fragrance that has a very, very dominant note of musk. The musk here is between a level 4 to 5, more 5 than 4. And at that, the musk here is a tad animalic, which is what I know, or what I really believe gives this fragrance so much character and personality, because although it is very much a clean scent in many ways, and it's very musky, it is also a scent that has quite a bit of oomph to it, allowing it to then become very versatile, because you can dress it down, you can dress it up, you can take it anywhere for any occasion, day or night. And to me, this is a fragrance that is, again, like a classic for musk fragrances lovers. Like, you must have Narciso in your collection if you're into musk fragrances. But this one, to me, can compete with the very best of musk fragrances out there. So this fragrance has at the top musk, and then at the heart, jasmine, lang lang, and orange blossom. and at the base, cashmerean. So if you're not familiar with what the note of cashmerean does in a fragrance, cashmerean brings like a smooth, like cashmere-like kind of vibe feel to the scent itself. And here it does exactly that, because that smoothness that I talked about earlier when it comes to this fragrance, it is definitely present. And I think that it is the note of cashmerean that does that for it. Now, this is a fragrance that from the get-go will set the tone to let you know that this is a musk exclusive scent. Musk to the greatest degree. I said level 5, right? And it is also a musk scent that while it has a floral presence, and you are going to distinguish a couple of the florals in the olfactory journey, by the time you reach the dry down, it is a seamless blend. And again, it is all about that musk. The fragrance, while still being smooth and very musky, will give you exceptional performance, because on my skin, this does exceed the 8-hour mark. But the one thing that you need to know is that I only get a strong projection with this one for like the first 45 minutes, if that. After that, it does become a skin scent, not very intimate, but a skin scent. But that will carry me throughout an entire day to exceed well over the 8-hour mark. It is not beast mode. It's not loud. It's not screechy in any kind of way. It is designed to be smooth and sensually alluring while making you smell absolutely fabulous, clean, just incredible. Absolutely love all of his musk fragrances, but this one is my favorite. Let us know if you've tried Musk for Her from Narciso. You know, there's a new one that I am waiting, you know, I did request it, so I am waiting, you know, for it to be shipped to me, and it is the Montblanc. I can't wait to try that one, because I can only imagine, because I just don't know, how can you top this one? But hey, anyway, I should definitely have that one for you here soon on the channel, but in the meantime, take a look at this one, because I think you're going to be very happy. The next fragrance that I have for you is from Ella K. And of course, I'm speaking about Musk K. And here is the gorgeous bottle. Now, Musk K is an exquisitely beautiful, beautiful fragrance. The thing about this musk scent is that while we've been talking about musk fragrances that have, you know, quite a bit of musk, and this one does too, and we'll get to it in a minute. The thing about this one is that it brings a spicy accord that takes that musk to the next level and makes it border not just warm and sensual, but it's also like a bit mysterious. I can't explain it, but that is what I get from this scent. It is a different kind of second skin kind of scent. This fragrance has at the top sand lily and pink pepper, at the heart cedar wood and orris, and at the base musk and Haitian vetiver. This scent to my nose and on my skin opens spicy with that musk present immediately. The musk here is a level 5. It is definitely animalic, not super or exceedingly or too much. No, but it is definitely animalic, and you are going to pick up on it. But when I tell you that that bit of an animalic, not bit, but that animalic quality of the musk here just takes the scent to the next level. So between that spiciness and that musk and then some woody notes, it makes for, when I tell you, one of the most beautiful and different type of musk-centric fragrances that I have in my entire collection. In addition to that, something that I love about Musk K is that it is beast mode on my skin. This is the type of fragrance that you do not want to overspray. It exceeds the 10-hour mark on my skin with a very strong projection during over the 2-hour mark, and a sillage that will get me repeated compliments. This is one that will have you chased down, and you are going to get quite the number of compliments while feeling absolutely beautiful and sensually alluring. While I do believe that this is a unisex scent, I really do think that it leans a tad to the feminine side. But curiously enough, I can see a gent pulling this fragrance off for sure. Let us know if you own or if you've tried Musk K from Ella K. What has your experience been? How do you feel about it? Now, if you are a musk-centric fragrances lover, I am sure that you would agree with me that Byredo is one of those brands that when you love a true musk fragrance, you must at least try their line because they really have mastered it. Now, the only thing that we Byredo collectors have not enjoyed throughout time is that their fragrances really had performance issues for the longest time. But starting in 2025 or the end of 2024, Byredo started to launch the Absolu line. Oh, and that has taken the performance to the next level. And this one that I'm going to share with you today is no exception. And this one is Blanche Absolu. And here is the gorgeous bottle. Beautiful, beautiful. The bottle that we've come to recognize as the Byredo bottle. So this is a fragrance that has aldehydes, neroli, and black pepper at the top, at the mid, jasmine, violet, and rose, and at the base, musk, ambroxan, cashmere, and cashmere wood. Notice that at the dry down, number one, it has ambroxan. So for those fam members that are sensitive to ambroxan, this one is not for you. But also, I hope that you notice that not only do we have cashmere at the dry down, but we have cashmere wood. So that's like a double dose of that smoothness that I talked to you about before. This is a fragrance that opens bright, and I know that it's because of the aldehydes. There is an inherent brightness to the opening of this scent, and this scent is so addictive. Like, I just sniffed it and I just want to spray it, but I'm testing another fragrance today, so I can't do it. But this one, this is just amazing. So it opens very bright and it opens fresh, spicy as the journey continues. And before you even enter midway in the olfactory journey, you're going to pick up on a floral presence. Now the florals come in as a bouquet, and they're not going to allow you to distinguish much. But the one thing I can tell you is that when the florals come in, there's like a bit of powderiness that comes along with them. As you approach the dry down, and at the dry down, you are going to get a beautifully smooth, powdery, musky scent marked by like a bouquet of florals. You're not going to be able to distinguish one from the other, but the florals are definitely present. And that spiciness that you picked up in the opening will still be there, but in the background. So the musk in this fragrance is between a 4 and a 5. And I would say that it's more 5 than 4. And at that, it is a little tiny bit animalic, not very animalic. You're probably not even going to pick it up, but I have picked it up, and it's really quite faint, but it's definitely there. To me, while this is a unisex fragrance, I say that it really leans to the feminine side. This is the type of fragrance that is perfection for spring, but I can see you pulling it throughout the entire year for any occasion, day or night, for any age. The performance with the Absolu is quite stellar. It's not beast mode, but it will give you a full day wear with a strong projection and a sillage that will get you a ton of attention. Definitely a beautiful scent that just pulls people to you because you smell so good. It's almost like it's you that naturally smells that incredible. That is how wonderfully this scent has been done. The last thing that I do want you to know about this one is that it does have at the dry down a bit of powderiness, but it's also soapy. There is a soapy quality to it. This one does not give me laundry, but it gives me a little bit of that soapy accord. Anyway, but I just absolutely love it. I can't speak highly enough of it. This is just such an easy reach and easy pull for me. I can't even. Anyway, let us know if you've tried Blanche Absolu and what has your experience been. So in case you were wondering if there are any musk-based fragrances that are really beast mode, well, this next one will help you find out that yes, there are definitely beast mode musk fragrances. This one is by Jordi Fernandez, who you know is one of my favorite perfumers right now. And this is from Nishane, which is a house I also absolutely love. And this is Meant to Be Seen. And this was a fragrance that was just launched last year. And I have to tell you, this fragrance at the beginning was so misunderstood by so many. Let me just start by saying that this fragrance has a musk that is between a 3 and a 4, more 4 than 3 on my skin, but it is animalic. And I am here for it because that animalic accord has been done in such an incredible way. That muskiness with that animalic quality is it just takes the fragrance to the next level. But let me go ahead and share with you the notes. So the notes of Meant to Be Seen are at the top violet and bergamot, at the heart orris root, moxalone, and civitone, and at the base akigala wood, sesame, ambretolite, and sandalwood. Now this is an incredibly beautiful but not for everybody kind of scent. I would not say that this is a mass-pleasing kind of scent. To me, this is not a safe blind buy. This is one that you should really get your nose on before deciding to commit to a bottle. Preferably get yourself a decant so you can try it on skin several times. But at the end of the day, it does have a citrusy opening that immediately brings in the floral presence. The floral that I pick up on the most at the opening and throughout is definitely the note of violet. As the journey continues, the scent becomes progressively more and more powdery, and at the dry down, you are going to have a real powdery scent. Not excessive in any kind of way, but definitely a powdery scent. And at that, there is like an earthy quality at the dry down that you're not going to be able to escape. And I really can't tell where that earthiness is coming from, but of course, maybe they just haven't disclosed several notes, but I do get that earthy, powdery dry down for sure, with a musk that is also a bit animalic, you know, like it is animalic. It's not even like a tad. I want you to know how this goes, but overall, this is a scent that at the dry down is absolutely beautiful. It will still bring that warm, cozy vibe and feel while still making you feel quite sensual and alluring. And this one, to me, borders on outright sexy. This is a fragrance that is beast mode all the way on my skin. This exceeds the 10-hour mark easy without having to overspray. And it is a scent that is so powerful, strong projection, a sillage that will get you attention. Beast mode all the way. Not one to play with because that powderiness can be a bit much. For me, this is perfection for all year, but perfect for spring, but you can definitely wear this all throughout the year. Any occasion, day or night, and definitely for me, the best age fit would be 25 plus. Anyway, let us know if you tried Meant to Be Seen and how do you feel about it. Next, I have for you a fragrance that captured my heart immediately. This fragrance was actually a fragrance that I shared with you during one of our sniff and sip videos. And this is a fragrance that as soon as I sniffed it, I knew that I needed, not wanted, no, needed a full bottle. And this one is from Kenzo, and this is Poudre Matcha. And here is the bottle. Very modern, very streamlined. So you may recall that I had a 10 ml decant and I have to sniff this because this is so addictive and it is so incredible. This has got to be one of the best musk-centric fragrances ever. There is a yummy quality to it. But anyway, let me go back to, the order here. So anyway, so this is a fragrance that I did share with you during a sniff and sip, and I had a decant. I finished the decant and I was able to get myself this bottle. And I have to tell you, this is just absolutely glorious. This is a fragrance that has at the top matcha tea and mate, at the heart rose, and at the base musk and vanilla. I know that there are notes here that have not been disclosed, but I'm here to tell you right now that this is a sweet, musky, lactonic, but not very lactonic, but definitely, at least on my skin and to my nose, it is definitely lactonic. A tad green with a powdery dry down kind of scent that if you are a musk fragrances lover, you really need to get your hands on this one. I am going to try and find it so I can link it for you, in the description box of this video, but I am totally speechless when I wear this fragrance. It is incredible and it is so, so, so addictive. The musk here, I would say, is between 3 and 4, more 3 than 4. The musk here is a tad animalic, not very animalic, but a tad animalic, but it just adds to the character and personality of this fragrance. You're going to pick up on the musk, obviously, and the matcha. The matcha is definitely the star. This for me is perfection for spring and summer. This is not a fragrance that I would pull during the winter whatsoever. The fall probably during not a very cold fall day, because it's not a freshie in any way, but it just speaks to spring first and foremost, and then you could use it during the summer and the opening of the fall. As far as performance, it does not disappoint because it's not beast mode in any kind of way, but it will carry you throughout an entire day, and it is a fragrance that has a very good projection and a strong sillage. Let us know if you've tried Poudre Matcha and what has your experience been? Are you totally in love with it as I am? Do you find it addictive? I mean, is this a fragrance that gets you compliments? For me, oh, by the way, you can wear this for any occasion, day or night. Take it to the office, go work out in it. Easy reach, easy pull. Highly addictive. The next fragrance that I have for you is from a brand that I rarely, if ever, hear anybody talk about. And I am in love and obsessed with so many of their fragrances. And this next one that I'm going to share with you is one of my latest discoveries. And I have to tell you that I am just so taken by this fragrance. And this is from Regalien Istanbul. And this one is Ceremony Flu. And here is the gorgeous bottle. I mean, look at the neck of the bottle. Oh, that design, just absolutely beautiful. But the scent. Let me just start by saying that this is a fragrance that is very, very powdery at the dry down, okay? You need to know that. It is very powdery. But I also want you to know that to me, this is a masterpiece. This is beyond. I can't even explain to you how incredible this scent is. This is a fragrance that has at the top pink pepper, ambre, and bergamot. At the heart, iris, powdery notes, lime, linden blossom, and teak wood. And at the base, musk, ambroxan, Haitian vetiver, and amber. So for those of you that are sensitive to ambroxan, obviously this one is not for you. I'm so sorry, because this is just amazing to me, truly amazing. This is a fragrance that opens definitely warm spicy. Those spicy notes are there, but there's also like a citrusy quality to it that you're not going to be able to avoid. The opening, because of that, it's like a little bit airy. It's really not airy, but it's not as dense as I thought that it would be once I looked at the notes and I started to really work on this fragrance. As the journey continues, the beauty here is that this is such an exquisite mix of yellow and purple florals like I have not seen in any other fragrance. Do I have others that mix those? Yes, not many, but I do. But it's the way that it's been done that takes this scent to, from an incredible deep love into a masterpiece kind of love scent for me. This is a fragrance that as you approach the dry down will become more and more and more powdery. And at the dry down, you have an ambery, musky, very powdery scent with a floral presence marked by the note of iris. And I do pick up on a couple of other florals, but since they have not been disclosed, I'm not even going to touch that. But at the end of the day, this is an incredible scent. I also want you to know that it is a level 5 musk. It's not animalic, but it is definitely a level 5 note. I'm not even saying between 4 and 5. I'm going straight into it is a level 5 musk. For me, this is unisex, but leaning a tad to the feminine side. I can definitely see a gent wearing this fragrance for sure. Other than that, I can't tell you how incredible this fragrance is. The performance is stellar. It borders on beast on my skin. The projection is surreal, exceeding the 2-hour mark, and you are going to get noticed. Believe me, when you do not want attention, do not wear this fragrance, because this is all about getting noticed in a very positive way, but getting noticed. This is one of those musk scents that I would not call second skin, by the way. It is warm, it is cozy, it is sensually alluring. It really does have that sensual, complete vibe and feel to it, but this is definitely not a second skin. This is a serious powerhouse fragrance. Let us know if you've tried Ceremony Flu and your thoughts. Now next, how could we have this discussion on musk-centric fragrances that I think are exceptional and that I highly recommend, and not discuss Initio, and from Initio, Musk Therapy. And here is the gorgeous bottle. Now, Musk Therapy is a fragrance that in our fragrance community, I have never heard someone say that they don't enjoy musk therapy. And I really believe that even those that are not into musk scents, I think that you would end up loving musk therapy because it is that special. So this is a fragrance that has as notes white musk and then musk. So you know that this is a serious musk fragrance. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a level 5. It is a tad animalic also, but it is just glorious. You just can't go wrong with this one. In addition, it has blackcurrant, bergamot, mandarin orange, magnolia, white sandalwood, and hideo. Now, this is a fragrance that does open citrusy and bordering a tad on zesty. As soon as it opens, it sets the tone for what will be a fragrance that is all about that musk. Again, the musk here is a level 5 and it is definitely animalic. At that, it is a fragrance that is so versatile because you can use it for any season of the year, for any occasion, day or night. You can make it your signature scent. To me, this is perfection. It is also, to me, unisex. It does lean a little bit to the feminine side, but gents can definitely wear this. Gents do wear this all the time. I have discussed and featured this one here on the channel so many times, so I'm going to stop there. But you know that musk therapy is definitely one that you must try at some point if you are looking for an exquisitely beautiful, warm, cozy, sensual, alluring kind of scent. The next and last fragrance that I have for you today, and I am sure if you've been with me for a while, or if you watch all my videos, or if you've seen like my recent videos of maybe the last 6 months, this one is not going to come as a surprise because I continuously bring this and feature it in a lineup because this is yet another masterpiece. This is absolutely incredible. And this one is from Carolina Herrera. And yes, I'm speaking about Cedar Chic. And here is the gorgeous bottle. I know I just featured this fragrance in some other video last week because I just keep pulling this fragrance again and again and again. And I hate to do so because this is a fragrance that has been sold out for quite a while, but I know that at some point it is going to be available again. I mean, it's just bound to happen. And I am just waiting because I will be getting a backup bottle. This is a very addictive, very elegant, very elevated, very sophisticated musk scent. This is the epitome of what I know Carolina Herrera to be as a brand. True elegance and sophistication. But at that, this is not the kind of scent that in saying elegant and sophisticated means that you need a certain level of maturity to pull it off. Oh no, this fragrance is suitable for just about any age. This is just a masterpiece of a musk scent. So this is a fragrance that has at the top aldehydes and bergamot, at the heart orange blossom, and at the base white musk and cedarwood. The musk here is between a level 4 and 5, more 4 than 5, and a tad animalic, but it just adds characters to the scent itself. So I would not be concerned about that because when I tell you, you just cannot go wrong with this fragrance. It opens citrusy with a brightness that's coming from the aldehydes, and it is a very bright opening. It's literally going to open your eyes, number one, because of the aldehydes, but most importantly, because the scent is just going to take your heart immediately. The one thing I do want to let you know is that if you are not into the note of orange blossom, this one is one that you want to try on skin first before committing to a full bottle, because the note of orange blossom is definitely the floral in this fragrance. I think that there's others. I've told you that time and time again, but I'm not going to get into all that. But orange blossom is definitely the lead of the florals. At the dry down, you're going to get a beautifully floral, musky scent that is very musky, of course, with a backdrop of woodiness that just takes the scent to the next level of just love. Done in an exquisite way, beautifully, performs beautifully, full day wear with no problems. You can spray this to your heart's content, but there's no need to do so because this will perform. It will get you a full day wear. It has a strong projection. It has a sillage that will get you a ton of compliments. Just an absolutely well-rounded, magnificent creation coming out of the house of Carolina Herrera. To me, this is unisex, but leaning heavy to the feminine side. You know, every time I say that, I really hate to have to say that, but definitely this leans heavy to the feminine side. Anyway, let us know if you've tried it, if you own it, if you were one of the lucky ones that was able to get a bottle before it sold out. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. All right, fam, so we've reached the end of today's video, and I hope that this was enjoyable for you because this is a video that has been very requested, and I did take my time because I wanted to make sure that I curated a lineup of musk-centric fragrances that were really, really special. I have so many musk fragrances in my collection and so many others that I could have included in this lineup, but I just felt that these 11 were really, really special, like in a different kind of way. Anyway, let us know if you own any of these fragrances, and if you do, or if you've tried them on skin, how do you feel about them? What do you love about them? What do you not like? What surprised you about them? Did they capture your heart immediately? Anyway, fam, thank you so much as always for hanging with me today, and I will see you all in the next video.